Today's recipe is hearty, delicious, so easy to make and quick as well. So it's perfect for a busy weeknight meal, but also perfect for those cold weather months when you just want a dish that will warm you up from the inside. Today we're making hamburger pie. Now, don't be dissuaded by the name, it is delicious. So first we're going to take 3 medium potatoes, peel them, dice them, and boil them until they're tender so that we can mash them. One tip here is that the smaller you dice your potatoes, the quicker they will become tender and you can go ahead and mash them. I put my potatoes over medium to medium-high heat and add about a teaspoon of salt for flavor. In a large skillet, add 1 small onion, diced. I added 2 because I like the onion flavor and it's an easy way to bulk up the recipe. And then add 1 pound of ground turkey. I think you can absolutely use ground beef, ground lamb, whatever you prefer, but growing up I always had this with ground turkey and it's delicious. So we're gonna go ahead and brown our meat and saute our onion. Once your meat is about halfway browned, I'm going to add about 4 ounces of small diced mushroom. The original recipe says to add a small can of mushrooms once your meat is browned and you drain off any excess fat that you have. I don't like the sliminess of canned mushrooms, so I just take fresh mushrooms, dice them small, and you will forget that there's mushrooms in there because they just blend in with the meat. Again, it's an easy, economical way to bulk up the recipe. Then once your meat is completely browned, again, drain off any excess fat if you have it. We're gonna add 1 can of cut green beans with the juice. If you don't like canned green beans, just add between a cup and a half of cut cooked green beans. I think you could get away with using frozen cut green beans. We need to simmer this dish for a little while, so I think that would allow our frozen green beans to cook and tenderize. And then we're going to add 1 envelope of onion soup mix, or if you have homemade like I'm using, 4 tablespoons. Then go ahead and mix that all together and give it a taste test. One reason I like to have the homemade onion soup mix is that sometimes you just need a little more flavor. So maybe pick up 2 envelopes of onion soup mix if you're not going to be using homemade. Season this to taste. You want this to taste delicious all by itself. Then we're going to bring that to a simmer and add a cornstarch slurry. So in a small bowl, combine 1 tablespoon of cornstarch with 2 tablespoons of cold water, mix that all together, and then pour it into our meat mixture. Stir that up, and we're gonna let that simmer while we make our mashed potatoes, and that will help thicken the juice into a gravy. Go ahead and make your mashed potatoes however you would normally make them to serve them as a side. We want them to be nice and flavorful. So I'm adding some warm cream, some butter, some salt and pepper. Be sure to give them a taste test and add more butter, salt, cream, pepper, whatever you need to make sure these are delicious by themselves. Having both the meat mixture delicious by itself and the potatoes delicious by itself will make sure they will come together and give us a wonderful finished product. Once you have your mashed potatoes ready to go, our juices of our meat mixture will have thickened, and now it's time to put the mashed potatoes on top. So the original recipe has you putting your meat mixture into a casserole dish and topping it with your mashed potatoes, smoothing the top of your potatoes out, dotting it with butter, and baking it. If you want to bake this, you're going to do so at 350 degrees until the top is golden brown. But again, I don't like the texture of baked mashed potatoes, so I just plopped my mashed potatoes on top, smoothed it out, and I'm gonna garnish mine with some chopped chives. I only have dried, gives just a little bit of green pop of color to our brown meal, but it is delicious. So you are ready to go ahead and serve your hamburger pie if you are not going to bake it. As your hamburger pie cools, that gravy will thicken and hold together a little bit better, but the flavor will remain just as delicious. How easy was that? Economical, easy to make, quick to make, warm and hearty. I'll leave all of the ingredients and the instructions down below in the description for you guys. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you would try this hamburger pie. Subscribe for more delicious recipes, and if you guys are looking for another warm and hearty dinner idea, go ahead, click or tap here on screen, and I'll see you guys there.